Hello all, this is Kassi from Tigris Illustrations. I want to talk about 2016 and how that was my blessing for this life. Last year was my darkness of the soul. It was a hard year for me, but through all of it, it really helped me discover who I really was and given me purpose. I'm actually really proud of myself this year because I don't know. I've decided to talk about this because a lot of people want to talk about their journey, but this year has been significant for my journey. I decided 2016, I was quite a mess, you know what I mean? I was I just left a job where I was really bullied at and made feel worthless and not loved and all that kind of stuff. And I got through a stage where I just told my husband every afternoon, I'm scared, I'm going to die. I'm scared. I was scared, really scared, of committing suicide and all this kind of stuff. So I'm glad I love myself enough to get help, and I love my family enough to get help. So at the start of the year was trying to go through this darkness of not feeling worth and discovering who I was, I guess, because through all this pain there was a big journey. I was lucky I got help, and I know suicide's not something people should talk about, but I believe it should be, because we all go through these darknesses of the soul, and people need to understand that they're not alone through this. So I made the choice to talk about this pain I had at the start of the year with people. Hopefully, if anyone's going through this darkness of the soul, that they can find the right help as well, and just know that it's not a personal thing, that it's can be a worldwide academic. I think emotions, especially with the work I do, are very powerful to me. I'm a visual empath. What that is I not only feel my emotions very strongly, I visualize them. So I know when the darkness is there. I can see it. I see things I just remember last year why it was scary. I just remembered seeing blood just pour out of me and all this kind of stuff. I knew that things weren't good. On the opposite end of the scale, when I feel light, I see butterflies around me, which is really beautiful too. But I'll go back to my journey, because I could just waffle on about being a visual empath, because it's a beautiful gift, and I know only a few people possess it, but it helps me. But I think I'm lucky in a way that I can perceive emotions so strongly. I can recognize when I need help, for myself, especially. But I think a lot of other people feel pain, but they're just a little bit more clever of pushing it down, and they get affected differently through health problems and that. But me, because I am so strong emotionally, I feel dark, really dark and really scared, and that I think this journey was important for me, because I think I went there because I sacrificed who I was. I sacrificed my passions. I sacrificed my beliefs and believed that everything I was good at was worthless. And that includes being an artist. I remember sometime through this darkness of the soul, I even said to God, why did you make me an artist? Why in the hell? How is that practical? What the hell? Why? Everyone wants me to be so practical. Everyone wants me to make money. Everyone wants me to be normal. And it's why did you make me so creative? Why the hell did you make me so unique? Why? So I remember saying all this, and I just remember the fear of dying and fear of everything going on, and how I'm lucky I had a husband to let me say, can I just hold you? I just want to feel real. I was so lucky to have that. And I felt so guilty at the same time, because it's I know we're only being married for a year, and I promised you that, happiness, that I wanted to give you that, but I couldn't give that to him because I couldn't find that happiness within myself. Oh, that was a really, really hard time for me at the start of the year. But now, I guess that's why I blessed 2016, because it was my journey back to myself and my emotional health. Like, I remember my pain, and it was hard. Like, it was a really struggle, and it's like, most people don't know what it feels like if you're wondering what it's going to be like to make it to the next day. That's how scared I was, because I was feeling worthless. I was feeling dark, and I had a lot of guilt because I wasn't what people wanted me to be. And this was the price I paid for walking away who I was truly worth, by being a people pleaser, by trying to make everyone happy. I lost myself, and that bad that I felt dead inside, and I felt like I was worthless because I couldn't be what everyone else wanted me to be. But I was lucky. I got support, and I had support that I never really tapped into, because at the time when you're down there, you just don't think anyone believes you. You don't think anyone will understand you. But I have to tell you, they do. So if you ever have the darkness of the soul like I have, please reach out. It's like, you don't have to do it alone. And I did it alone for too long, and I had to wait till I was quite dead inside before I asked for help. But the good news about this is, like, it made a conviction in me. It made me convicted that I will never go back to that again, because I know that I don't deserve that pain anymore. I'm beautiful. And by that plea of saying, God, why did you make me an artist? God, why am I so creative? Why am I so different? I got my answers, which was amazing, because I thought, hell, everyone's putting crap on me for being so creative. And it's like, Cass, why can't you do this? Cass, why can't you do this? It's like, I can do this, but can you do this? But then it's like, oh, but that's not necessary. Why is that good? You're an artist, whatever. You're not going to make money from that. But, you can imagine, I'm sure a lot of people have felt that. It's like, oh, yeah, that's nice. You can do that. But how's that going to be practical? And you just sort of think, wow, thanks at the time. But the thing is, we're all gifted for a reason. And this year, I have proved myself, and I proved to others that being who I am is practical, and being who I am is supportive, and being who I am, I'm able not to help myself, but I can help others too. I think once you break down that wall that people have of false beliefs about being creative, being spiritual, and all that kind of stuff, magic can happen. It's just, I guess, people want to feel safe in this world, and through exploring it through a psychologist and all that kind of stuff, in their way, they were trying to make me feel safe. But by making me feel safe, they were also destroying my soul. And it's not a nice place to be. And I don't think anyone, whoever you are, don't let people destroy your soul. People will tell you things just to keep you safe, because they believe that's how you need to be loved, to feel safe. But I can tell you, being safe, we're adults now. We don't need to be safe. We need to be taking risks. We need to be making change. We need to be listening to ourselves, because that's where the magic of you is by listening to your heart and getting out there and changing the world how you feel you need to, not just get advice from people, because people are valuable resources and assets, but don't let them dictate who you should be. If they do decide that, just say thank you. I acknowledge that, but no thank you if you don't agree with it, because saying yes to what people say can actually be very detrimental to you. Saying yes to what you say is the most valuable asset that you have, and just believing in your heart and who you are. I was lucky, as I said, through that dark night of the soul this year. God listened to me. He showed me the way back to coming to myself, you know what I mean? He showed me the beauty in me. He showed me why I should be an artist. He showed me things, like he showed me that I am more than just an artist, that I am a valuable person. He brought people to me. He brought everything just to help me. And I guess that just shows me what universal love is out there if you're willing to listen and to feel the compassion of others and be involved in it. As I said, I'm sharing this video. I don't know who needs it, but I just feel like there are people like me who have lost their way because they want, like me, I wanted to be a part of it all. I wanted to be a part of society. I don't want to reject society, but I don't want society to reject me either. I want to be a part of the world. I'm a very family and very community-based person. I want to be accepted by others. I want to be a part of the tribe, you know what I mean? I want to be a valuable asset in this world. And that was a really hard place to be for me because I guess I'm very individualistic and I'm very different. So my path to finding a place in this world is always being hard. So I really feel like I've had to stand up and say, okay, Kassi, people are not just going to automatically create an easy path for you. You have to go out there and create it yourself. You have to trust yourself and trust God that He's created you this way for a purpose. And no more excuses. You need to get out there and help the world. So 2016, my darkness of the soul, the fear and all that kind of stuff, I turned that round to love and acceptance of myself. What a valuable gift that is. I can't say how much gratitude I've had for this year. It was hard. It was rocky. It was one of the scariest times I've had of my life. But I survived. And now I can take all that feeling and all that kind of stuff and put that in my empath database and sort of understand where others are at. And how valuable is that? I think emotionally that's probably the best experience ever. And I think because I was denying my divine feminine and just trying to be masculine all the time and trying to be a thinker, a doer, even a creator in other people's ways without listening to my divine feminine, I disconnected from nature, and I don't think that's a good thing. So she's come in full blast and she's connected me to nature, and she's helped me with God and my guides to find a path that I find a little bit different and challenging, but I'm really excited for 2017 because this year has prepared me for what's coming now, and I've got so many great people in my life now that I'm so presently surprised about, and I'm so grateful for. And I just want to thank everyone for the journey this year, and thank you everyone that's let me lean on them when I needed it. I will let you go, but I just feel this was a valuable message that I had to share, just so people can, if they're ever having that dark night of the soul, I just want to show them that there is hope. There are people out there who want to help you, and I am one of them. So if you feel like you need help, please contact me, or if you have that instinct that someone else needs that little bit of love and care, please reach out to them. I know sometimes it's hard, especially when they're pushed out and all that kind of stuff, but just that little bit of a tap on the shoulder now and then will mean the world to that person, because it's just saying, hey, we're still here for you. You're not alone. And if I didn't have those little taps on my shoulders, no matter how angry I was, I'm kind of like a little blind, you know what I mean? If I'm angry, I push people away, and I'm sort of a bit loud and all that kind of stuff. But if I'm loving and nurturing, I want that family around me. That's just who I am. So without those taps on the shoulders, even though how scary and how many times I push people away, I don't know where I would be. So just thank you, everyone. I'll let you go now. Thanks for listening. Bye.